So Viasat is a global communications company that believes that everyone and everything can be connected to the internet. We were founded in 1986, so we've been in business for around 36 years, 37 years now. Last year, we reported over 2.3 billion in annual revenue on sales. We currently have over 700,000 subscribers to our network, more than 6,000 employees nationwide, or I say worldwide. Um, we have more bandwidth capacity than any of our competitors in the satellite industry. And we currently have 8 satellites. 5 of those are in orbit currently, and 2 of them, this needs to be updated, are currently being built, which is our constellation of Viasat 3. You probably have seen us on aircraft, as we have more than 1,400 aircraft utilizing our services for their customers. What we do is we focus on connecting those customers that are in remote locations and don't have access to satellite. We have a flexible broadband system efficiently that matches supply and demand. And with the constellation of Viasat 3 satellite, we're expected to cover the entire globe with just those 3 satellites plus the one that we currently have in space. And this is what they will do. We currently launched one that would cover the Americas. We're experiencing some technical difficulties in space, but our company is working with our engineers trying to determine how we're going to fix that. We should have more information on regards to the performance of our Viasat 3 Flight 1 within the next couple of months. And then we have another one going up that is going to cover Europe. And then the third one is going to cover the APAC. And that's how we're going to become the first global ISP to cover the entire world with our satellite service. We have done tremendous improvement to our ground infrastructure and made efficiencies, maximum capacity and efficiency improve to it. To the point that our existing customers right now are experiencing better speeds even with the existing satellites that we have in place, not utilizing our new technology. Our bandwidth and network productivity has improved as a result of those improvements that we have done to our terminals and our end-to-end performance. Currently, we offer services in air to aircraft, commercial airlines, business jets, government aircraft, and in the military as well. We offer in-ground internet to homes, businesses, community internet, and military vehicles and group troops. And at the sea, we offer internet as well to cruise ships, private jets, and Navy ships. We offer fast connection to our customers, consumers, and businesses, like we mentioned, in the locations where cable and fiber are not able to offer internet. And these are just some of the partners that we partner with in the different industries. Being our number one line of business, the government, then aviation, the maritime, and the enterprise. As you could see, some of the major airlines are utilizing our services, as well as all of the military branches, as we're the number one communication contractor for all of them. Now let's dive into the Viasat Business Internet, now that we know the history about Viasat. So these are some of the questions that you should be asking to your customer. Does your business has a reliable broadband service today? That helps you ensure that if the customer has DSL or has a T1 for their connectivity, Viasat could offer a better solution for those customers. Or if they're utilizing hotspots or their cell phones to get connected to the internet for their businesses, Viasat is a better solution for them. And the second question, if the customer answers yes to this one, is your business protected from unexpected downtime? As you guys have noticed, there has been tremendous flooding throughout the entire country with the rains, the hurricanes coming in, and also and fires and stuff like that have occurred that have impacted the terrestrial infrastructure for cable and fiber. And our internet connection, which is via satellite, doesn't rely on that. And we could be up and running in just minutes as long as that customer has a clear line of sight and has power. to our modem. And this second question helps you answer the how to offer redundancy or backup for those customers to ensure that they're never down and their business keeps running normal, even if their primary goes down. Viasat. Why Viasat? We connect business to fast and reliable satellite internet in areas where other options are slow, unavailable, or unaffordable. We're a great solution for backup that seamlessly allows businesses to stay connected for critical operation, credit card processing, making VoIP calls over our network is an option as well. We support up to 4 concurrent calls for our business customers as of today, and with the improvement that we're doing, that's only going to increase. We're fast to install, and we can install 90% of the time within 3 to 5 business days. We send a professional installer to the customer premises that will install a dish, whether it's on the roof, on the side, or on a pole mount for those customers. So we have several installation options for those customers. And we support multiple verticals. Some of the most popular that utilize our service are the retail, new construction, agriculture, churches, and fast food franchise. One thing to keep in mind is even if the customer is located in the middle of the city, that we might be a good fit for that customer that is still waiting for their primary to be built out. We have customers in downtown Dallas that are new construction and are waiting for AT&T or Comcast to come in there, and they use us as primary until those go in, and then they switch to a redundancy, a backup plan once those primary go in. These are some of the applications that our customers are able to use with our service, starting with cloud-based applications, voice over IP, email, web research, point of sale, high-speed file transfer, video streaming, IoT connectivity, and much, much more. Like I mentioned, voice over IP works well with our network. We prioritize the voice and business traffic as we identify those packets at the front of the communication and give priority to those. We cover 96% of the US with broadband speeds of 35 down and 4 up. And in certain areas of the country, we're able to offer up to 100 down, and in some areas, 60 down and 4 up. But our most popular package is the 35, unlimited 35, which we're going to cover in a second. These are our unlimited packages, starting with the unlimited 35 for $175 a month, business unlimited, and then unlimited 100. All of these packages come with prioritized traffic. They bring 3 persistent IP addresses, and the hardware lease is included. Our installation is only $100 for this service. We're getting ready to launch new plans in the upcoming, I want to say 30 to 60 days that will allow customers to have more data, better speeds, and more capacity in all those plans. And once those become available, we will make sure to share those with you and do another training like this to cover that. For the customers that want redundancy or backup, we have plans that start today at $50 for 1 gig. And since we're not expecting them to be using our services, that's a good plan to keep it as a life insurance. But it's only $50. If the customer utilizes more data, then we'll charge $10 for additional gig on that particular plan. But the good thing that we have is that we allow customers to switch back and forward between packages. So let's say their primary goes down this month, they're going to use this for 10 days. They could go to an unlimited plan for this month and then switch back to a backup redundancy plan for next month, so they don't incur in additional charges. And the same installation price applies to these plans as well, only $100. In the areas that we don't cover with our 35 down, 4 up, we at least have some type of connectivity, and we have a unlimited 12 down and 3 up, and we also have meter plans. You guys probably wondering why these plans are a little bit more expensive, and the reason is because the satellite and technology comes from a different satellite. So the technology is a little bit different there. That's why these pricing are a little bit different than what we saw earlier with a 35 down and 4 up. But the installation remains at the same price as well. All right, so to summarize what we just covered today, all of our Viasat business plans include prioritized connection. They come with persistent IP addresses to support dedicated connections that get assigned once the devices are connected to our device. The equipment lease is included on the pricing that we just covered. We can install 90% of the time within 3 to 5 business days. I've seen same day installs in some occasions if we have coverage there. And we have highly trained US-based teams available 7 days a week to support business customers. Like I mentioned earlier, we don't share any local ISP infrastructure. So if there's flooding, there's hurricanes, tornadoes, and stuff like that, our service is not impacted by that, as long as the customers have access to energy and could provide power to our modem. That customer will be connected in just seconds. We're available nationwide, one provider, one bill, single, multiple locations. We support active to active and active to passive connection. And like we mentioned, our failover plans are fairly inexpensive, only $50 a month for customers that are looking for failover or redundancy. So the questions you guys need to be asking yourself is, what are you doing with those unserviceable cable and fiber customers? Viasat is your solution there. How do you transition from an unserviceable customer or cable or fiber customer? Mr. Customer, I don't see that you have any fiber or cable available, but we do have an option for you. It's a reliable connection with Viasat, and you do a service availability check, determine the speeds, and offer your solution to our solution to that customer. That way, we ensure that you're not leaving any money on the table. But keep in mind, if those customers have access to that, make sure to offer a failover redundancy option to them with our meter packages to ensure that that customer has a connection regardless of what happens. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys.
All right, great. I do have a few questions for you. Can I go ahead and start reading them off?
Go ahead.
All right. First one is, are you PCI and HIPAA compliant?
Yes.
Okay. Next question. Let's see. One of the main objections to using your service is the latency. How do we answer this?
Definitely. So if the customer is going to be using VPN, once our data goes through the VPN tunnel, we tend to slow down. So we are a geostationary, we utilize geostationary satellites, which are 12,000 miles above the equator, meaning that there is 325 milliseconds each trip, so around 650 once it's up and down. Now, most of the applications allow customers to configure to allow latency, right? And that's how we work with the voice providers, with the VoIP providers. We let them know if that's the application that that person is intending to use, that as long as the VoIP provider allows you to configure the latency on their product, our service should be good. The main objection or the main issue that we encounter is when they don't allow that. So basically, you're sending a package, it's taking too long, and the package comes back as undelivered. Once you set up that latency, let's say to 700, 750 milliseconds, it knows to wait for that latency to go through and the packets go through. Hope that answered that question.
Yes, great. Next question is, how well do you compete against Starlink?
Fantastic question. So Starlink is fairly new to the business, and I have to give it to them. They have good downloads and good uploads, better than the ones that we have to offer right now. The main issue with Starlink is they don't have customer support. So if something goes wrong with your customer, that customer is going to be without service for weeks, waiting for a response. You guys don't have access to talking to them. You guys have no level of support. And like I said, their technology is not proven. Once they start getting more customer into their network, we're expecting that to crash down and speeds to slow down. We have seen received feedback that in certain areas their prices are starting to go up just to avoid the number of customers that were going into their network. So that's it, the best response that I have as of right now for that. We offer customer support. We offer support to you guys as our partners as well, that you have access to us. If customers have concerns, they're able to address them and talk to someone in the US, as we have our highly trained call center here in the US. And we have been in business for more than 35 years. So
Okay. And if you have if we have a multi-location prospect, can you provide references?
yes, we definitely could share some of the customers, the multi-location customers that we're working with. Just to mention some of them, we have Dunkin' Donuts, we have Dennis, and we're working on 400 location for medical facilities, their rehab facilities. So definitely we could provide reference on that. And we have some white papers that we could share with you guys as well.
Okay. And can you please provide us with case studies?
Yep, definitely. We have a few that we could send your way so you guys could have it on your library there and share with your customers.
Okay, great. How does coverage of Viasat compare to Starlink?
That's great. So like I mentioned, we cover 96% of the US with broadband speeds. They don't cover the entire United States as of right now. And that's why you see that sometimes customers try to order their service from their website, and it takes months for them to get a response, and they have to go into a waiting list. Starlink is supposed to have anywhere between 30,000 to 40,000 small satellites and the LEO low orbits. And they're not, if I'm not mistaken, they're not even halfway there. So we don't expect them to have that up at least till 2025 to be able to cover the entire United States with their satellite connection.